Hi, I'm Kristal Hart, and welcome. This show is a tribute to one of the most popular fighters of our generation and two-time world champion, Arturo Gotti. I'm taking you to the press conferences that led up to his recent fight at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City against Alfonso Gomez. Unfortunately, fate was not in Arturo Gotti's corner the night of the fight, and after being dominated by a hard-punching Gomez, Gotti announced his retirement on HBO Sports. Gotti, 35, ends his career with 40 wins, 9 losses, and 31 knockouts.
Hello, everyone around the world. This is Eddie Goldman on the one and only Kristal Hart Show. We all love Kristal Hart. Watch her show every other Tuesday on MNN and on numerous wonderful television networks around the world. We are here with the man who should have been known as the contender himself, Alfonso Gomez at Modell's in New York City. And welcome to the Big Apple.
Thank you. It's the first time here, and it looks just like it does on TV.
It's a little hotter and nastier than you see it on TV.
Yeah, definitely hotter. I thought it was going to be cooler. I even brought a blazer, but I'm not wearing it right now. It's so hot.
Wait a couple hours. We're in for a big thunderstorm. Now, you're in for a pretty big thunderstorm, too. Saturday night, July the 14th at Boardwalk Hall, the home of numerous fights over the last few years. Arturo Gatti, his great trilogy with Mickey Ward, a lot of other title fights. Tell us about why you chose to go into this storm against a guy in his home base.
Well, this is the opportunity that comes very rarely in your lifetime. I've been boxing for 17 years, and look, it's barely here. So, I don't want to wait another 17 years for it to happen. So as soon as they gave me the choice, do you want to fight Arturo Gotti in his backyard, I took it because I know I can beat him wherever, if it's backyard, my backyard, in Mexico, or anywhere it is. I think I can beat him. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to prove that. I'm ready to be in the top contender names. No pun intended, being from the contender.
Right.
So, I took it, and I'm ready to go.
Tell us why you think you're ready, because he's obviously the highest level opponent. He's a former world champion in a couple of different weight classes. Why do you think you can defeat him on July 14th?
Well, I think I can defeat him because, like I said, I've been boxing professional for 6 years. I think I'm getting to my prime. I'm not even on my prime yet. I'm getting to my prime. But this is a big step up for me. I trained very hard for this fight. I've been sparring 10, 12 rounds, so I know I can go the distance. It's just a matter to know how hard he trained, if we go to the distance or if I knock him out.
This fight could develop into a slugfest based on the styles. Are you prepared if this becomes a Gatti Ward type fight with you playing the role of Mickey Ward, who will ironically be in Gatti's corner as his trainer?
Well, yeah, if it's a slugfest, I think I have the upper hand here because I'm bigger, I'm stronger than Mickey Ward is. And also than Gotti. I've been fighting at middleweight because of the contender with guys who are now fighting at super middleweight. So, I think that gives me the edge in the toe-to-toe action. I'm very, very happy to be here. Very, very excited. I have been boxing for most of my life, and I've always looked for the opportunity to showcase my talent in the big boxing world on HBO. And I have the privilege to do it against someone who I looked up to since I was a kid, Arturo Gatti. I looked up to him and Diego Corrales, who may rest in peace, because they both showed what real warriors are about. And maybe that's why when I go into the fights with a game plan, I end up doing the war thing, just because it's in me, it's in my heart. That's why I admire him so much. So to be able to fight him, it's definitely an honor and a privilege. And I'm just ready for this fight. I prepared myself very well. I hope he prepared himself very well because I want to give the fans a pleasing performance. And I'm ready to go there full throttle. I'm ready to be ranked a fighter. I'm ready to have all the glory that he already has. I'm ready to have part of the money that he's already earned. I'm ready to be able to give my family everything that he's already giving his family. So this is my time to shine. Thank you very much.
Viva México. Y les prometo a todos los fans que voy a salir ganando. Viva México.
Tank main event, Pat Lynch, that I love. Larry Azar, best commissioner. Emmanuel Stewart, I'm sorry, I didn't see you before. Kermit, I wish you all the best in the world. Gomez, you're a class act. Wish you the best on Saturday. I know you're a tough fighter, but I'm just not ready to give up my throne. So I'm well prepared. I know a lot of people are looking at me like I'm done, but I'm not. Last fight, I just looked terrible, but that's okay, you know. As you can see, that I've been on weight for the last 3 weeks. First time in my life. Just feel good. I chewed on my nails because I'm so nervous. Like if I'm fighting for the world title for the first time again, so I'm very, very excited. On Saturday night, you're gonna see an explosive Arturo Gatti, and you're gonna think that I'm not 20 or 35, but maybe 25. I also want to say, well, before I leave, it's funny to have Mickey Wood next to me. And training camp, it was weird because I fought him 3 times. He was the toughest guy I ever fought in my life. And just training with him, I kept telling myself, man, that's why he fights the way he fights. And I stood by him. I trained hard. And he brought a lot of inspiration for me. And just I had to prove him that, you know, you're not coming to a fight against a fight that's washed up. And I proved that to him. And that's why he's very confident that I'm going to look great on Saturday night. And I'm ready. I can't wait to shine again. Thank you very much. And that's it.
We're here with a guy in Modell who a lot of people didn't figure would still be fighting at this point in his career. But he still is. He looks in great shape, looks very confident. And of course, you don't know who this is, you should know, Arturo Gatti, one of the most popular fighters of our generation. Tell us about this fight, because you're going up against a guy that is a little bit like you, is an overachiever, he's a scrapper, and a guy that people counted out numerous times before.
Well, I think with 2 styles like we are, it's just going to make a great fight. I have lots of respect for Gomez. He's very hungry. He wants to win this fight. He's a young kid, but I'm not ready to give up my throne. I didn't look good the last fight. Everybody's counting me out already, you know, but I'm well prepared. I feel good. I've been on weight the last 2 weeks. And it's the first time in my life, you know, that I really paid attention to what I was doing, what I was eating. And Saturday night, I'm going to win that fight, guarantee. I don't know how, but I'm going to win that fight. Boxing, I'm going to use the ring. And I'm going to show the whole world why I was a world champion 2 times.
Is there anything you picked up from training with Mickey Ward? Because probably in terms of a fighter, he knows you the best from being in the ring and what you could do and what you need to work on.
Well, Mickey was more of an inspiration, more of pushing me. You know, he's got the biggest heart of boxing. He's a lot like me, and that's why we brought him into the team. You know, to teach me how to fight at my age, it's a little tough. So I went back to the old school, box. That was one of the best amateur fighters in Canada because I was a great boxer. And then coming down as a pro, I just forgot about it. But I'm going to bring it back. I won some titles because of that, and I'm going to do it on Saturday night. And that's the way to win this fight.
There was talk at one point of you fighting up in Montreal. You always sell out. You do great in Boardwalk Hall, but you have a lot of fans, and that's a great fight town, as you know.
Well, especially in July. I mean, the Boardwalk in Atlantic City is incredible. It's the vibration, the vibe, everything is great. So I'm very excited to be there.
Right. I'm assuming you're planning to continue fighting for a while.
I think so, and after Saturday night, you know, HBO is going to want me to fight. So we'll take one fight at a time. It's important.
All right. Do you want to make a prediction on this?
Definitely a victory.
All right. You look good. You look confident. You look relaxed, too. I know you don't like these press conferences very much, but you look like you had a pretty good time at this one.
No, I had a great time at training camp. You know, I had fun with Mickey Ward, and we worked hard. You know, he showed me why the guy that he was, the man that he was, I fought 3 times. He proved it to me in training camp, and I had to prove him wrong, too.
You going to keep the beard?
No.
All right. Well, you look good in it. You know, maybe after.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Good luck. We'll see you July 14th.
Thank you for your support. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
From the last press conference 6 weeks ago?
I did a few pounds, 20 pounds.
Oh, boy.
Thank you. Yes.
You look good.
Thank you very much.
Okay.